We've all had that definitive moment when we're hilariously outgunned. This happens a lot if you're a scout. When I was still a rookie, my friend thought it would be good for me to invite me to a server full of veterans. I was mercilessly crushed, but I stayed with it and I stayed scout. Because reasons. After weeks of getting dominated, I finally had the chance to return their kindness. Using all of my grace and skill, I took on a soldier, a medic, and a demo man by myself, reducing our teams to 1 against 1. Now it was just me, the enemy heavy, and my 10 health points. Everyone who was either cheering me on or calling out for my blood suddenly went silent. This was it. I had one shot. One chance. I took out my Sandman, aimed, and wide miss. And then he killed me and we lost.
What? Seriously? I thought this was a good story.
Don't worry, it gets worse. See, what happened next was the entire team.
I am not being defensive. There's nothing to defend. That's like defending Pixar. From what? I mean, it's been 8 years and TF2 is still the reigning champion of class-based shooters. This one's just gonna come and go like all the rest. I mean, remember Brink? Neither does anyone else. I mean, the animation looks nice. Oh, I got it. How many women are there in the game?
8.
8? So, 13 men and 8 women?
10 men, 2 robots, and a gorilla.
Really? I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, but maybe it would be fair to try the beta. You can't just dismiss something without looking at it, right? Here's what we'll do. We'll use these codes, and if we win, we'll take it as a sign from the gaming gods. Like what happened with Team Fortress 2.
What happened with Team Fortress 2?
What, you're afraid you'll hate it?
No. Okay. Ah! Oh my god! Whoops, that was the wrong thing. Let's see here, Ah! Oh my god! Well, it can't be that epic. Right?
Are you with me?
Oh my god. Why would the gaming gods do this to me? It's too cruel. I'm TF2's biggest fan. Ooh, these are really comfortable. No, my devotion cannot be bought. TF2 and I go way back. It would take forever to explain, but we got a movie to make. So bring it on, monkey.
I'm not a monkey.
Primate, whatever. Let's get to it. Well, since we're here, might as well delve into my backstory.
Back in 2012, good God, where does the time go? A good 3 years after the game's release, oh, that's where it went. The Team Fortress 2 fandom was still a force to be reckoned with. A real juggernaut of fan-made art, merchandise, and cosplay, which was lucky for me because I always arrive late to these parties. Unfortunately, I also joined just in time to watch it fade. There are a number of contributing factors, such as the constant nerfing and unnerfing of weaponry, a cartoon apparently only I hated, comics of varied quality, an update apparently only I liked, the unending paradox that is Valve time, and a few outside influences. Despite its incredibly fun core gameplay, the sad fact of the matter is most of us have moved on. See, here's a shot from 2013.
Hi, Ma!
And here's a shot of the same convention in 2016. There were 6 of us. The engineer kept getting called Bob the Builder. We've been eyeing Overwatch since its teaser trailer in late 2014, and now that it's finally here, a lot of us are nervous it's going to steal what few fans we have left. There are several videos responding to these concerns, and while the answer is usually
I think not.
I've noticed we're avoiding a pretty important part of this discussion. No one said why this game is such a big deal. Why was it so popular? Why did it have such mass appeal? Why does watching the diehard fans drift away cause us physical pain? Why did this violent, cartoony, online shoot-'em-up matter so much to us? Believe it or not, I was brought kicking and screaming into Team Fortress 2 because I had 2 big problems with first-person shooters. First, they kind of sort of killed adventure games.
You'll be needing another use for that neck. You best keep lying down, bloody piker.
But that's a discussion for another time. The second problem is something that more mature video games have been dealing with since Mortal Kombat. The stereotype that their fanbase is made up of racist, sexist, screaming baby men. I know, it's a stereotype, but you have to admit, you've met this guy in every FPS. Granted, it is great fun to crush them on the field, but listening to them shriek about it over voice chat is not. I play games to get away from those assholes, damn it! So that's the negative impact on other games, the overly obnoxious fanbase. I think there might have been one more. What number comes after... Oh boy, Valve can't count to 3. I bet you haven't heard that one already. Growing up sucks and is terrible for everyone, but I had it extra hard because I was born a girl. What does that have to do with video games?
More than you think.
On my quest from girl to man, I had an important question to answer.
What is a man?
I would learn very quickly that men are under a lot of societal pressure to look and act certain ways too. It's not as bad as it is for women. Believe me, I know. I remember. But it's there. First-person shooters in particular have a very specific set of standards. Let's see if we can figure out what they are. You might have noticed I left out Call of Duty. That's because
it was his duty!
That's because in Black Ops 3 they had character customization, finally allowing people to play as women. Oh, how nice. I can be a guy or a girl with several skin colors ranging from white to... sunburnt. Yeah, that's a problem. So what is a man? Men have much more leeway when it comes to body image, but please don't think we're not anxious about it. I find we're allowed to be pudgier than ladies, but God help you if you're not buff. It's a rule. That went double for me. I knew if I was going to be taken seriously as a man, I had to look like this. I lifted 6 to 7 times a week, I ate a ton of protein and veggies, I repped to failure, I varied my routine. I swear I did everything right to gain muscle. How did all that turn out? Oh, I got bigger all right. Okay! I was starting to despair. After the surgery, the hormones, all that money, all that work, my body still wouldn't cooperate. And since games were already mainstream, the medium I used to escape my past was only a reminder of the man I would never be. Instead, I stuck to whatever indie titles I could find, and, of course, the internet. Then, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of memes started popping up about this bloody cartoon thing. I mean literally bloody. There's blood everywhere. Jaded as I was, though, I had to admit the metas were genius. I thought to myself, well, I could try this one FPS, and if I hate it, I'll stop. I mean, how fun could it be?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
I've come home. This is a first-person shooter? No, wait, it's a platformer. No, wait, it's a real-time strategy game. Oh, no, it's point and click.
Nice shot! Thanks, mate. Fine shot, mate. Nice shot, mate. Fine shot, mate. Appreciate it. Nice shot. Good shot, mate.
In order to appeal to as many gamers as possible, TF2 needed several classes with a wide range of skills. That meant a diverse cast of clear, distinctive characters. That way, different players could use the abilities they'd already honed from other games to be useful to the team. For the first time in history, we had the Civilizations players working with the Modern Warfare guys in friendship and harmony. Until the Thief players show up to wreck their shit. All of that by itself must have been a challenge, but where TF2 really shines is in its characters. Instead of giving us your typical assholes to play as, we wound up with gloriously colorful assholes to play as.
Who touched Sasha?
Seduce me.
Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother,
I'm a black Scottish cyclops.
I'm an engineer.
I have an owl head.
That's how I lost my medical license.
Seduce me.
Who touched my gun?
Unless it's a farm.
You would not believe how much this hurts.
Hoot! Hoot! Seduce me!
Their personalities aren't the only things that stand out. In order to tell the soldiers from the snipers, the classes had to have different body types. I think you see where this is going. Now, out of all of these magnificently messed up mercenaries, why on earth would I play as the teeniest, tiniest toddler on the team?
All right.
What? How could this happen?
Oh, I didn't choose the scout life. No one does. Long story short, I actually started out as Pyro, but as I have terrible aim, which I don't anymore, I was quickly dominated by a scout.
bonk!
And the only way to catch a scout is to be a scout.
Sorry, no, no. I did it!
From that moment on, I was hooked. The speed, the double jumping, the fan, which is the best gun in the game, okay? Shut up, Mom! In one fell swoop, that arrogant little punk altered the whole course of my life. Like a...
I'm a force of nature.
Suddenly I was a scout main, and no one was more surprised than me. It's also likely I related somewhat to a guy surrounded by bigger, stronger, manlier men with a thirst to prove himself. I was thinking about this very thing in the gym while surrounded by bigger, stronger, manlier men. Frustrated yet again by my flabby flabs, I started eyeing the treadmill. But, my brain cried, you have asthma, and anemia, and you're really, really slow. Thanks a lot, brain. You always know how to make me feel good. Besides, cardio is girly. You're a man. Men aren't allowed to be skinny. But Scout is a fast, and he's a man.
Yeah, dancing.
If you say so. Look, let's just try focusing on cardio. And if it doesn't work, we'll stop. I mean, how fun can it be? Whoa, deja vu.
3 days later.
Dude, did we just improve at something athletic? Holy crap! Could it be all this time I was blaming myself for not being strong because of social stigma when it turns out that every body is different and I'm actually built more for speed and it took a video game character to realize it? That's stupid. You're stupid! Let's keep running and see how fast we can get. Wait! We've done a million montages already. This montage must be the best montage ever.
One eternity later.
And that's how Team Fortress 2 got me to lose 30 pounds. Excuse me for just a second. Dang, this video took a long time, but it was worth it to explain why I'm such a huge fan, and nothing will ever change that. What were we talking about again? Right. Yes. Okay, here we go. Gonna play Overwatch, gonna do great, because I'm great at TF2, and all my skills are gonna transfer over lickety-split.
Enemy turret. Let's try that again.
Not so much. Playing Tracer is awkward. I love the teleportation. Whoopsie daisy. But these guns don't do crap. Now I could play another character to balance out the team, but I'm not gonna. Nope, you can't make me. I don't like being forced to play classes I'm not good at. That's right, that guy who never changes class no matter what, that's me. Don't care. Nope, not my problem. Tracer don't care. Tracer got things to do. Tracer got places to be.
Now, where were we?
I'm dedicated to becoming the best Tracer possible. Unless it's funny.
Tactical visor activated. Army of one. Everyone heal up. Anyone need some healing? Thank you. Come here and get stabilized. Young, thanks. Get off my lawn.
Cause I wanna be a cowboy, baby. With a top back and the sunshine shining. Cowboy, baby. West Coast chillin' with the
Bonk!
You know what that means. The only way for me to win is to get good.
3:28 a.m.
Play of the game.
Oh, that was quick. Yeah, I'd say it takes about a week, but you can get the hang of whoever you want to play as fairly easily. I love play of the game, but this kudos thing is kinda... Aw, come on! I carried us that round. Just one? There aren't very many maps or modes yet. So far, there's only capture the point, payload, or, when we're feeling really crazy, capture the point and then payload. Not that it matters, nobody's gonna play the objective anyway, am I right? Game flow is also a problem. You play for 10 minutes, wait and queue, play another 10 minutes, wait and queue, and that's if you don't get tired of not having enough players and give up. Aw, ass, really? Again? Good thing TF2 doesn't have that problem. Now, ults are cool when they work. The right ult at the right moment can turn the tide of battle, but that can be really frustrating from the other side.
Heroes never die. Justice reigns from above. Play of the game.
It's Nope.
So as a game, in my completely correct and unbiased opinion, Team Fortress 2 is better overall. It's a lot more polished, it feels more satisfying to play, there are tons of maps and modes, and without the 6v6 restriction, there's more propensity to goof off. Let's see Overwatch do this! We're also better at dress-up. Oh, you want this cosmetic? You want it? Too bad. Have a skin for a character you never play as. There you go, buddy. There's also a big difference in tone between Overwatch and Team Fortress 2 that seems kinda backwards. Overwatch is rated T for teen, but it takes itself pretty seriously. TF2 is rated M for mature, and it does the exact opposite. Despite the cartoony appearance, Overwatch is a lot more adult. That's fine if it's what you want out of a war game, I guess. But it means the jokes tend to fall a little flat.
The door. Sombra.
Of course, we can fix that.
Love is an open door. Love is an open door.
Overwatch is a great game, but for me, it doesn't quite scratch that itch. But TF2 shines the most through its characters, and Overwatch's characters are really, really, really good. They all have very strong, clear personalities, their backstories are interesting and tie into each other. We have men and women from all over the world, and an ape from the moon because why not? Even their comics are slick and well thought out. TF2 has comics too, but while issue 1 was great, issue 2 was agony, and... never mind, I won't get into it. Here's a brief synopsis of my opinion. Anyway, I'm very impressed with such a large cast, but since this video is about the impact of games on a more personal level, let's take a look at their body types. The dudes come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, which is fantastic. We've got tall, small, squishy, beefy. I see Marasmus's heart medication worked out well for you, soldier.
Thanks!
My favorites are the purest cinnamon roll on skates and Shadow the Hedgehog over here. I smell sitcom!
I could do better.
Well, I'm just gonna take 5 then. Or 10. Or 20. You coming back?
So I feel like the men are covered pretty well. Different ethnicities, good and evil alignments, roles in combat. Yep, checks out. Just remember TF2 did it first. But that's not quite enough to win overall Overwatch. You can't just make Team Fortress 2 again like some sort of sequel with extra glitter. But if you can do for women what TF2 did for me, I think that'll put you over top. In fact, it's almost impossible to mess up from here. As long as most of them aren't supermodels prancing about the battlefield in bikinis, you're in the clear. And who would do that, right? Let's see who you've designed for us. Well, Tracer's a bit slimmer than the runners I know, but she's a cartoon, so her design makes sense. Next. I'm gonna stop you right there. Isn't Mercy the same age as Dad Joke?
I'm not your father.
Why does she still look like she's 20? Oh, Anna actually looks the right age. Alright. Does that make up for Mercy? Let's keep going. Now we're talking. Gotta love a woman in armor. That's more like it. She's a lot like Samus Aran, huh? Hopefully not too much, though. Programmers wouldn't make that mistake twice, right? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Well, I admit I was not expecting that, but I couldn't be more pleasantly surprised. It's absolutely what we need right now. In a few years, we're going to have real-life bodybuilders who were inspired by Zarya to focus on strength. And she's Russian! You know what that means. Heavy and Medic finally get married and adopt beautiful children together. All of my fanfics have paid off. You're welcome, Internet. Where were we? That's 9, right? So, oh boy. I'll be honest, Overwatch, this is not a good ratio. Only a third aren't Barbie dolls? Unless you can show me something really revolutionary, something far and away from what's considered normal for girls in video games, no fanfics for you. Finally! A chubby girl in a war game! In any game! This is going to help so many people! You did it, Overwatch! You've made history for women and robots and monkeys everywhere.
I'm not a monkey.
I still don't care. Well, I can't say I'm happy that TF2 gets to fade into the sunset, but I can't think of anyone better to carry the torch.
We're not out of this yet.
What's this? What? Why? Oh, geez, again? What happened in politics today? And oh no, it's... Well, yes, but... Look! It's May's new spray! That's what she looks like without her coat! What? Is it fan art? No, it's official! Quick, draw an outline. Okay. Maybe there's something else. It's just one picture. There's gotta be more to go on. Look, here's some concept art. Why are they so big? Oh, her poor spine. Can we salvage this? Is there any way she's even a little chubby? I don't think so. Maybe? Oh, but her neck and waist are so small. Damn it! Didn't they understand what was at stake here? How is this okay, but not this? The only people who weren't okay with her being a little overweight work at Blizzard. And I still would have let it go if they did the same thing for the men. I don't mean showing off one whole arm like Hanzo. I mean full-on Hawkeye initiative. Constant pointless oversexualization, useless revealing armor that doesn't protect shit, perfect hair all the time, and of course they're all gorgeous. One more. I think we're going to have to do this bit. We're making progress.
That's good.
It's only 2 or 4 little baby steps.
That's bad.
One of the biggest gaming companies on the planet is listening to us.
That's good.
Zarya only exists because testers of the early version of Overwatch had to point out that Blizzard was making all the women have the same body type like they always do, which means they were blind to this problem, and we're going to have to keep complaining.
That's bad.
Can I go now?
I was only able to accept my body after meeting Scout. If we don't have more variation with our female characters, that won't happen for girls. As someone who's been both a girl and a boy, please believe me when I tell you that being this skinny is almost impossible. I'm a marathon runner and my ass will never look that good. How are you doing that? How are you doing that? Aw, you were so close, Overwatch. Too bad you don't have any more surprises that could possibly... What's that behind your back?
Gay!
Oh no! Wait, that's great! Oh shit! I mean, yay! She's even the title character! Oh, but Heavy and Medic were totally implied sometimes. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. Let me check my gay handbook given to all of us at birth by the gay gods. Let's see. Anything you say about this is wrong. Fortunately, the author of the TF2 comics has said that Pauling also has the gay. Now that issue 6 is out, can Pauling prove unambiguously gay? There was an attempt. Look, I'll take anything at this point. Someone gay it up. Spy Sniper? No. Heavy Medic?
Friend-zoned.
Well, we're done here. Great run, guys. Pack it up. All aboard the bandwagon. Better start slimming down for those cosplays. Oh my god, that's way too expensive. Gonna be so much fun with all those people. I mean, we can't top this. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It doesn't matter. No, really. That's coming from me. It doesn't matter if it's the best, if it's the most popular. We're still here, and you're watching this video because Team Fortress 2 had an impact. Think of all the friends you've made on Steam. Think of all the stories you created together. Think of all the wonderful things the fandom has made out of it. The weapons, the maps, the cosmetics, the movies, the cartoons. The fashionable t-shirts I made you can get in the Valve store right now. Links in description. All from one silly online first-person shooter. Fans of the NES keep coming back to classic games. There will always be servers open for players to idle in. And the more people play Overwatch, the more they'll understand it had its beginnings here, with hat trading and conga lines at a stupid cartoon about killer bread. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna help keep this fandom alive because I can write fanfiction. Because I can draw cartoons. In fact, since I habitually bite off more than I can chew, I think I'd like to try drawing Tracer and Scout on a whirlwind adventure through time as my next project. Speaking of cartoons, it's high time I finished one of my best stories from Team Fortress 2. Where was I? Oh, right. Wide Miss.
Ah, crap.
Ugh. It's been ages, and I'm still embarrassed. I fought for so long to dish out a little payback, only to miss a heavy who was standing still. Pro FPS gamers aren't exactly known for their compassion. I thought for sure the other blues would tear me apart. But that's not what happened. They were actually really impressed I took on so many reds alone and just barely lost. One of them even said, "With you on our team, we'll win for sure." No one had ever said that to me before. The next round started and we rushed out the gate as one, ready to crush the enemy by the sheer power of newly forged friendship. But that's not what happened. Apparently the Reds were a little upset with me. For the rest of the game, they made sure I was the first to die. The upsettest of them all was their Heavy. One time he killed me, then kept punching my corpse.
On that, and this, on that, and this, and Heavy is done.
That would have been fine if I was the only one being punished, but we lost round after round after round. The team chat went silent again. All the encouragement stopped. I felt awful. I wanted to quit. I realized I wasn't Scout material after all. And that's when everything changed.
We have broken them. Now we finish it. What?
Yo, what's up?
Without a word from me, my whole team went Scout. Just to help me out, just because they knew I was being targeted. And we won. We played for hours. We had a nice winning streak for a while, but I don't remember for how long, or what happened after that. I only remember how much fun I had, and how grateful I was for everything. These guys didn't have me on their friends list. I bet they don't even remember the terrible scout who refused to change classes for some reason. But it was a golden moment for me, completely unique to Team Fortress 2. I don't know how many of them are still playing, or what the future holds for us. But no matter what happens, I will never forget it.